And in case you want the data adjusted for population size, here's what data would look like scaled up for each country, as if they had 330 million people like the US. Germany 1,183, Denmark 570, Norway 676, Sweden 1,835, and United States 55,442. Yeah, but if you adjust for testing rates, minus the numbers coming from long-term care facilities, ignore the people with pre-existing conditions, subtract the spread in factories and prisons and anyone who caught it on a boat, the numbers are quite low, really. In other words, if you subtract out all of the sick people, we don't have so many sick people. Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Murdered by Words, where we're going to be taking the best insults, comebacks and roasts and putting them into one video where people just get murdered by words. Like, they're on the floor and they just get kicked, and no, that's not actually what happens. It's just words and they can't come back from it really because they get murdered by it. That's it. It's good. Enjoy. My kids went back to school this week. No virus yet. If it gets me, then it's my time to go when the Lord calls. It might be virus, heart attack, stroke, car wreck, murder, who knows, but when the Lord says come home, you go, and how he ends is up to him. Yeah, walk into traffic then and just let the Lord take over. Yeah, honestly, if you believe that and whatever, I don't care. Just don't take me with you, alright? Yeah, you can do it, but that's your choice. I don't want to die. Soviet Womble actually replied to this post, who I like his videos. He said, there's an Arab proverb I rather like, which says, trust in Allah but tie your camel. In other words, it's okay to have faith, but don't be an idiot, which is kind of cool. That's true. The USA isn't by any means perfect, but this is why socialism sucks. Here's the USA, and here is the USSR. The first pick is in Cuba, and the second is Detroit. I think you might have got that one wrong, bro. But the USSR doesn't even exist anymore. That was that ended early 90s. What? Tanner Fox says, so, when can Americans travel international? Hopefully never. We would definitely like to build a wall around your country so no primate of your own would stand a tiny chance to reproduce abroad, as we have enough idiots on our own. You guys are just too much. I wouldn't go that far. That seems a bit over the top. It's only a small percentage. It's just the loud majority, you know? We've said this before. But I'm pretty sure the Tanner Fox guy just came out and said that he tested positive. So why does he care about going anywhere? You gotta stay inside, bro. That's what you gotta do. I miss the times women had to wash dishes, cook, clean, and weren't allowed to speak. Yeah, and I miss the times when men would go off to war and die there. This is just Facebook in a nutshell. Two 8-year-olds going at it. You were a Republican. What happened? You have turned away from the path to common sense. Arnold Schwarzenegger replies, I am a Republican, just like Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. You might want to ask yourself what's happened to you. I want equality. When we don't have equality in education, housing, jobs, and policing, it pisses me off. It should piss you off too. I want every black child in this country to have the same opportunity I had. That should not be a partisan issue. That's an American issue. The founders said that the revolution wouldn't be over until we had true equality. That's what I'm fighting for. What are you fighting for? God, whenever I see Arnold, it's it's gonna be a Murdered by Words, no matter what he says. He just has a way with words. That, and he's the Terminator. He's just cool. They need to open. Kids need their friends. Well, they need to be alive to have friends. Priorities, Karen, priorities. Okay, so the totally inflated death numbers is about 160,000. 330 million or so US population. Death rate is 0.00048%. What the hell are we talking about? That's not even a number. So, combat deaths by war. World War II, 291k. American Civil War, 214k. World War I, 53k. Vietnam War, 47k. And Korean War, 33k. What's the big deal? Are you kidding? I don't understand. Even if it's like the smallest ever chance of killing you, you should probably be like, alright, let's just try and fix it, alright? And prevent it from anyone else getting it. Like, why do you... This was on a post asking if anti-vaxxers would want to get the COVID-19 vaccine if it gets released officially. Oh, not me. You guys feel free to be guinea pigs. I'll pass until there's way more testing. I'm all for science, but I'm not anyone's lab rat. Wait, you do understand that before the vaccine becomes available for the public, literally tens of thousands of people will already have been vaccinated, right? Just because you don't want to be a lab rat, you could at least act smarter than one. To be fair, I feel like they're going to be trying to get this out as soon as possible. And I feel like some countries are going to be like, you know what, we can make a quick buck if we just get one out, and it might not work 100%. So I'd probably wait a bit, maybe until Fauci says, oh, this is really good, yep, it's perfect, and then take it, you know? That's when you should probably get it. And please get it. Don't just not. Ugh. Did you know that flat earther is actually Latin for I need to feel special so bad that I'll literally just deny obvious stuff so people know how much of a free thinker I am? Ancient Romans are crying in their graves for your translation. Nah, even they knew the earth was round. Like, yeah, I think they're stupid by saying, oh, NASA is like some big conspiracy, they're all in on it. Sure, but the ancient Greeks, you think they were in on it as well? If masks were necessary for our survival as a species, we would have evolved one by now. We haven't. We have noses and mouths. We have airways. It is not natural for people to go around with face masks on in their general life, and no amount of government propaganda can change that. Neil, do you wear shoes? Neil's gonna read this and just not understand it whatsoever. So, yeah, I wear shoes, what's your point? It's like, alright, Neil, read that again, but slowly. Smashmouth trapped Buck Cherry to play festival without mask or social distancing requirements. Oh, well, the CDC recommends gatherings to not exceed 10 people, so they should be fine. I mean, the Smashmouth did say, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so now we know for sure. This interview with Trump and Swan, it's a good watch if you haven't seen it. It was like Swan and Trump were teaming up against Trump together. Like, Trump's like, we're gonna get this guy. He's going down, alright? You know it's bad when the left's two leading climate change activists are a bartender from the Bronx and a high school sophomore. How dare those two not be white men from wealthy families who have glided from private school to daddy's alma mater to a cushy job where they explain to poor people that it's just a question of financial literacy. How dare they? It shouldn't matter what background you come from, what you look like, anything like that. If you know your stuff because you've researched it, or whatever, you spent years of your life doing it, then you know what you know. Like, you're good at it. If your daddy's money, and daddy knows a lot because daddy worked very hard, and you don't really know anything, please, that's just cringe. Like, shut up. Let other people take a shot. Like, I hate this. Idiot. Testing in large country like India is no joke. It has around 1.4 billion. You can't just go and test every single person. It would cost more than trillions. Beta. Don't say something on social media that you won't say to people in person. Words matter, tone matters. You have a bright future ahead. It's easy to call others an idiot. It's harder to take a shot and remain graceful. Rise, do the latter. I wish you luck. And apparently beta, it means like son in Indian. It's like a term of endearment. It doesn't mean like, oh, you're a beta, I'm an alpha, which I thought at first. 1 star. An arrogant staff who believes they can belittle customers for not wearing their masks to their personal standard and specifications. The lunatic server with quarter-sized holes in his ears thought it was his duty to remind me to wear my mask properly for the 3 steps to my table, despite the mask being in place and secured. He said if I didn't like the rules, I could leave. So we did. Keep it up, blank. Earhole boy just earned you a permanent ban. The owner replies, Sir, when I asked you to put on your mask that you were holding up to your face, not properly or secure, you threw a fit, and then wore it around your ears and walked around to make a scene, then threw it down and said, "Are you happy now?" As I stated, we don't make the rules, the health department does, and I don't need your disrespect. By the way, I'm not the server, I'm the owner. Have a blessed day. Sincerely, Earhole Boy. Saying like, have a great day or have a blessed day, something like that, is just a perfect way to go screw yourself, without saying that. You can't trust grown men with RGB keyboards, says Tfue. Yeah, and you can't trust men that look like a Fortnite skin. This is Tfue, and this is the Fortnite skin. Happy birthday to the greatest president and first family in American history. Obama, yeah, he was a pretty cool guy. I didn't always agree with his policies, but he was one hell of a president. God, I miss his full sentences. And you don't know who this is about. Like, this could be about like 99% of people in power. A school superintendent in GA says, "Wearing a mask is a personal choice and there is no practical way to enforce a mandate to wear them. Tell that to every single girl who has been sent home from school or forced to change for wearing spaghetti straps or shorts above the knee." True. Like, if you wore a hoodie at school, like, it was instantly, you were like, alright, you take that off right now. It's like, what? How do you enforce that, but not the masks? Ooh, smart idea, to be honest. Next time I go to the beach, I'm gonna anonymously call the police on every girl that looks better than me, lol. Ooh, you're gonna be calling all day. Don't ruin your afternoon. Oh, that is murdered by words, jeez. Hi Ronald, thank you for your response. I really do appreciate the offer, but at this point I do not want a new shipment or my original shipment for that matter. It has now been over 2 months since my order was placed. I understand that shipping is not in your control, but nowhere on your website does it say that it can take more than 2 months to receive an order. It's simply unacceptable. To put it in perspective, SpaceX launched 2 human beings into space on May the 30th. Of this year. I placed my order on May 29th. The astronauts made it all the way to the International Space Station and returned back to Earth on August 2nd, and I still have not received my shipment. I am again requesting a full refund. Thank you. I hope that person gets the refund, because that's such a well put together email. It's so genuine as well. They're like, okay, I understand shipping's not in your control, but 2 months, that's just too long. Please, just give me my money back. You know what doesn't take 2 months to get here? New videos on the FakeJake channel, which are every day, and then I also have realjake and yjake and other jakes. There's probably loads of jakes out there. I cloned myself a while ago, and now there's just so many videos. But you can click them right there and subscribe and stuff. Thanks.